Okay, I'm not actually watching this video. I'll watch like the first 20 seconds. I love this for some reason.
Yo, what is up, you guys? On tonight's video, we ordered the Among Us potion from the dark web. And supposedly, when you drink the Among Us potion at 3 a.m., you turn into the imposter from Among Us. And we're gonna find out.
We're not watching. It's 20 minutes. I'm gonna save you guys. It is as cringe as you expect it to be. Why does he look so soggy? I don't know. It's just like, this is what appeals to kids, okay? How do you know it by memory? I'm obsessed with the meme. I don't know. Just the way he says it is just funny. I don't know why. It's like Bing Chiling, you know? Valve's Catwalk Conspiracy.
When it comes to first-person level design, no one does it better than Valve. From the very first Half-Life up to the present day, they've spent decades building the most fun and immersive digital playgrounds the world has ever seen. If you've
like maybe 10 years ago, and then they took like a one millennium break to go make money off Steam.
Try loading up one of their games and just exploring. Sometimes you'll find something interesting, like these computers hidden within DeGroot Keep, or this keyboard that you push an inch into the table to activate a turret and forget about Freeman. It's clear that some improvement has been made over the years. Not just in sense, but in fidelity. These developers use so many assets, so many workarounds, so many diverse techniques to make these worlds feel functional, real, and alive. But somewhere along the way, something must have happened to Valve's map-making process. A devious mental virus manifesting as a detailing technique that began in Half-Life and has since infected every major shooter Valve has made, even spreading its tendrils deep into community-made content. And once you're told of its nature, it will burrow itself directly into your mind.
Maybe catwalks are just good for guiding players to a specific area.
It all started with this video by Great Blue, taking a look at a few TF2 maps with the doors and invisible walls removed. And it was kind of interesting.
We drank the Valve Catwalk potion from the dark web, and supposedly, when you drink the Valve Catwalk potion at 3 a.m., you turn into Gabe Newell's bank account.
And you know, seeing Mountain Lab and DeGroot Keep opened up and how hideously unbalanced they'd become, Gorge in particular would turn into Soldier Main Hell, and we just can't have that.
There's no reason to drop down until you've, like, destroyed everything already, so you can just quickly fall down, capture the point, and there you go, you've already won the game.
However, one observation he made really stuck out to me.
I want to bring attention to the weirdest design philosophy in Team Fortress 2, which is platform between two doorways. There's one of these in almost every single map. Here's the one for Gorge. I have no idea why they've decided to make this many of them. It's just something kind of funny that you really don't think about a whole lot until you start exploring the map like this, but...
And when I first saw this, I thought, no way is this a real trend. This has to be a one-off he's making a big deal over, right? Well, I started looking deeper. When I thought for a while, a few more examples came to mind, and when I started really searching, I was blown away by just how often this specific quirk of design appears in not only TF2, but all of Valve's major shooters. The more I played,
okay, you know the entire video, Gappy. We're 2 minutes in. He has not explained the whole thing. Chill. Holy, I've not watched this video. Why are you guys already complaining? Guys, the video did not say its point in the first 10 seconds, guys. It needs to be a TikTok level, okay? I can only watch hashtag YouTube Shorts. Like, bro, chill.
Appeared, the more I noticed, the further I was driven into insanity. And by now I'm sure you're wondering, hey, what's the big deal? It's just a walkway. Why are you getting so worked up about it? Well, you know what? I wonder things too. I wonder why all of my favorite franchises get left untouched for years and years at a time. I wonder why everyone hates first-person platformers.
Steam?
I wonder why the voices in my head keep questioning me at every fucking turn. But I also wonder what the hell these catwalks are meant to do. Take a step back and ask yourself, what are real-world catwalks actually for? Well, as the role of access catwalks and mezzanine systems in industrial safety, an article published by the prestigious Erectostep puts it, access catwalks make extended access possible through the manufacturing operations area. This is very important because manufacturing operations usually need a network of pathways, not only on the floor, but also at an elevation to access machines and materials. Looking deeper into this company, which I am not sponsored by, they can go fuck themselves, they sell their catwalks in a number of modular pieces to allow a buyer maximum flexibility in using them to support their specific needs. These are meant to be simple, low-cost, and adjustable access routes that help you make the most of your decaying factory in the modern age. Compare that description, or virtually any photos of real catwalks, to these ones all over Valve's games, and the problem becomes obvious. There's no purpose to them.
They're
sure,
not really
maybe they can
used to,
function
like,
as some kind of
access
bootleg
machines or
hallway,
anything.
but it seems incredibly wasteful. Why isn't there a ladder or a set of stairs to allow people to get from one floor to another? Why isn't there any machinery to work on? What practical purpose does having any
Is
of
it
these in
basically just
any
a
building
glorified version of a
accomplish?
balcony?
What, the foreman gets to look down upon his peasant workers like some sort of feudal lord? The one and only time I could see something like this being useful is if the building is far older than the catwalk, and for whatever reason, there was a need to connect two rooms that were not previously connected, but where no practical use could be gained by also making it accessible to the lower floor. And in most of the examples I see in Valve's games, I don't see why they wouldn't just make a hole in the wall instead. If any industrial engineers in the comments can provide a better explanation, I'd love to see it. So now that we've justified another point on the CinemaSins counter of very valid criticisms against Valve's video games, why are these actually here? It's pretty simple. To imply that these places are real and busy, rather than the empty digital playgrounds built for simulated murder that they really are. As I said, on a regular playthrough, you'd never even notice their anachronistic nature. Their lack of practicality is almost by design.
What the f did he just say? Anachronistic nature? I almost looked up... Oh, and anachronistic. I almost looked up anachronistic Pokemon DB because it sounded like a Pokemon's name, dude. Ain't no way, man. I thought it was a Pokemon. Belonging to a period other than that being portrayed an earlier period, especially so to seem okay, so just old-fashioned.
Because if there were ways to access these spots, the games could become imbalanced or full of useless dead ends that only serve to confuse
like
the
I said
players,
in Discord,
like
I'm
Black
announcing
Mesa.
it Monday.
But moreover, the implementation of this concept often lends itself to even further analysis. One of the first things you learn about media is that themes and subtext can be found absolutely anywhere, regardless of the intention of the author. And these mysterious catwalks have a lot more of an impact on these games than simply making their worlds feel more true to life. Their bizarre nature has a very subtle, subconscious effect on the players. Maybe not so much in the multiplayer games, but in the dilapidated worlds of Half-Life and Portal, they can make the player feel even more out of their element.
That's not what the
After
secret
all,
meme is. The
these
nuzlocke
walkways
YouTube video,
are, by definition...
I'm taking tomorrow off so I can finish the video. In the past hour, from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. before streaming, I got like 10% of the video done. So I think if I sit down tomorrow, I have nothing else to do. All my finals are done. All my other life shit is done. I should be able to just sit down, finish the video, and then I can start working on setting up the next nuzlocke. So hopefully the nuzlocke will be starting next
areas
week.
of traversal between destinations.
Like late next week.
We truly don't know where these doors lead. To the back rooms, perhaps? I think Valve was aware of this too. You can find the G-Man walking these ways a few times throughout the series, often leaving through one of these doors after getting an eyeful of the player's progress. Where do they take him? To the back rooms, perhaps? In addition to the sniper's lack of cohesion with the rest of TF2's design, I think we should take a look at some specific weird catwalks to see what they have to offer to our analysis.
The backrooms is just like the new kids version of Slenderman, literally. Instead of first they had Slenderman, then they had Five Nights at Freddy's, now they have the backrooms. It just seems so fucking stupid.
Let's examine one of these suspended catwalks from earlier, toward the last point in Mountain Lab. As you can see, it ends not with a door, but with a bizarre piece of machinery. Imagine, if you will, a solitary engineer perched up here, working on this strange computer as the world below moves on. He is very literally trapped in a dead-end job doing menial labor, with his only source of respite being the occasional passerby, a younger man with more to look forward to in his uncertain future. What would the engineer say to such a man? Would he warn him not to end up where he has? Or would he simply ignore him and get back to work? Our next example comes from the first Half-Life, mere steps away from another catwalk inhabited by the G-Man. This placement is so deliberate that I believe this one is flat out begging to be analyzed by a keen-eyed player. As you can see, this one doesn't go anywhere practical at all from its doorway, instead leading directly to a snack machine. However, what I find even more interesting about this example are the windows on all sides. One wouldn't show a viewer anything but a wall, but the other gives them a look at this hallway and its single office, as well as part of the stairwell at its end. I think this represents the sort of natural stratification that results in a standard working environment, where people can see each other but can't get close or interact. These windows may as well be prison bars. When we arrive here in-game, though, we see a zombie break through the window and fall to the floor below. In a way, the parasitic headcrabs and other aliens we battle are setting the scientists free from the monotony of their lives before, giving them the chance to do something crazy like leap out this window, or in Gordon's case, become a hero to the entire human race. Sure, there are sacrifices made, but we wouldn't even be playing this game if not for the alien invasion, and we're even shown what Gordon's life would be like
because I got
without
it for free once on Steam.
Slot the carrier into the analysis.
Do you guys think Hatsune would
He'd
like
be
me if we
incomplete.
let? I'm
The
sure
game
everybody
would
would
be
like you
incomplete.
if they got
It
to
would
meet
only
you.
be half a life, just as this catwalk is only half a hallway. You can also read deeper into the presence of the snack machine as a sort of metaphor for corporate excess and gluttony.
Except for your real parents. That's why they put you up for adoption.
Finally, the most interesting catwalk in Valve's games is toward the end of Portal. When looking up in the air in this turret arena and flinging puzzle, we see a large number of these aimless catwalks suspended
you
high
can't
above
hide
us.
the truth forever,
However,
okay?
this time, you actually get to walk on top of them after overcoming the challenges of the level. You ascend to these previously inaccessible areas and are given the chance to walk amongst the catwalks, on top of the world. This is the very last area of the game before you battle GLaDOS, so coming up here can be seen as a kind of reward after all the puzzles the game put you through. In fact, this was a very conscious decision on the part of the developers, as we can learn from the commentary.
Gappy, why do you want a
Originally, these
meanie head
catwalks were
arc?
decorative.
Why'd people say? Okay, the only reason I want a meanie head arc is because I treat you guys the way you want to be treated. You treat others the way you want to be treated. Because that way they'll treat you back that way. You guys treat me like a meanie head, so I treat you guys in return like a meanie head. If you guys want to start flirting and fucking people cuting and whatever, yeah, sure, then I'll start flirting with you guys and acting people cute and whatever. But when you guys are constantly people rioting, when you guys are constantly saying poo-poos, when you guys are constantly posting up Joel and poopy pants Omega Dance, don't be surprised when I act like a little bit of a meanie head, alright?
But playtesters consistently thought they were significant and often spent a lot of
When the
time
streamer
trying to
insults
reach
me, it
them.
makes me
We
want to
didn't want to
financially
stand
support
between
more
people and their
people.
desire
That is
to
a
walk on the
weird
catwalks.
Findom kink,
So we
buddy.
redesigned the area to make catwalks not only
Just don't cancel the
accessible,
Nuggies
but
order.
also necessary.
You guys have been behaved today. You guys have been behaving well today. We're not at the point of canceling Nuggie orders, okay? But you don't want to play me.
To proceed.
It's quite refreshing, after being consumed by these catwalks for so long, to hear directly from Valve that they're aware of this problem and consciously giving us a way to reach these delightful elevated walkways. And Portal is all about escaping confinement, reaching for the stars, and getting out of this prison built for you by an evil AI. What's more fitting than giving the player a chance to escape the confines Valve has set for them throughout so many of their games? In a lot of ways, this is the true ending to Portal. Whenever I play the game, I don't even go past this point, I just stop here. It's not only a fitting conclusion to the game, but to all of Valve's fantastic work. So now, I turn it over to you. I've created a channel on my Discord server to document even more of these mysterious catwalks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... Okay, cool. Wowie. Anyways. Interesting. What else do we got?